Okay, and we're back with another Death Trick Double Blind. Okay, so sorry for being a bit late because I still haven't taken my breakfast. Okay, actually just took a couple of bites. Okay, like in between, like I might sneak in a bite or two. Okay, but basically, like this game we're playing as, well, we're trying to solve a mystery case. Okay, that, a mystery murder case where the magician of this traveling circus is, they had their star performer, which is the magician. Okay, like got, she got murdered. Okay, so the thing is that, like, they are, they are traveling circus, so like they don't really like have, they don't trust law enforcement that much. Okay, so like, and even the law enforcement don't really like want to do their job when it comes to them. Okay, because like even after a week they still haven't got the autopsy and stuff. Okay, so very, and then on top of that, like, since they're traveling circus, they're gonna leave by, the end of the day. So we have like around basically 12 to 20, like 12 hours or so, okay, to complete this case. So, but the good thing is that we have two protagonists. We can, although they didn't met, but as a, as a viewer, as a player, we can, like, we got information from from one side, and we can use it on the other. Although like they can't directly use it, but they pass through us like some sort of in between. Okay, so like we know that, I think maybe we just load first. Okay, so okay, now we're at the detective side. We kind of know that, we can see, okay, we kind of know from this photo of the crime scene. Well, it's taken like half a day later. Okay, that like she was strapped on, like, on a bullseye. Okay, and it seems that that's the same one that the magician like tried to use for her magic tricks. Okay, so, and it seems like there's not much of a struggle. Okay, like it seems that she, from what I can see, okay, from this one, too bad that we cannot zoom into it. Okay, the photo, the crime scene here, it's that, um the when the bullseye itself doesn't seem much of a struggle, but there is a bit of a struggle, like on the on the limbs. Okay, so my thoughts about this is that she really is strapped on, and she went on it as like, willingly, but when the knife landed on her, like that's when she started to struggle. So like, it's a freak accident. Okay, easy to say. So I think that I think for now that we need to like check out, like the person like who was practicing with her. Okay, I remember it's like something like Anne or something. Knife throwing accident. Ideen. Okay, so which one is Ideen though? Oh, who is this girl? Uh, for now, like I think like one of the train cars will have like some clues, but like we'll have the evidence, but this will have the evidence, okay? But since we don't know what exactly happened, so we can't really say much. And also another thing that when we play as the magician who was trying to find the info, like we kind of like know something about in the stables, saying that there's like a bolt for the stable door is broken. Okay, and we kind of heard that on that rainy day when it happened, that the horse came out, okay, and started biting on some pool. So my thought about this is that like they are practicing, and then like suddenly like the person who wanted to throw the knife, and then at the same exact moment the horse started biting on the pole and she got frightened, and then like it hit her, you know. So that's what I suspect. Okay. We got two people here. Maybe I should go and check out this person. She looks a bit like a harpy, you know, with the hair. Hmm. The game's not properly optimized though, so like when it comes to like scene transition, it's gonna be like some kind of delay. Yeah, there is some kind of delay. Okay, Echo. Who's Echo? Hmm. Okay, finally. Crowds are bustling in the big top, people cheering and children laughing. Ah, the big tent, they're performing. I wonder if we can talk to them though. The spotlights are focused on one tiny figure on top of the high wire. It's a kid. She can't be older than 12. She's carrying a long pole, perhaps 2 or 3 times as long as she is tall. She glides her way across the high wire, the two ends of the pole fluttering with every step, like the wings of a bird in a swell. The oohs and ahs from the crowd. She stands up straighter, rising on her tiptoes. The clamor in the room subsides. Everyone is holding their breath. They can only hear the performance music as she slowly turns around the wire. She twists her upper body and then pivots one foot around. At that moment, the pole slips from her hand and falls to the wayside, crashing to the floor with a dull clang. The crowd shrieks. She freezes halfway through her turn. Should I do something? I look around at the rest of the panicked crowd. I can hear manic whispers in the audience asking the same question. Before anyone can make it, a big smile creeps across her face. What? Hmm? What? She twirls on the high wire, stretches her hand and towards the sky, lets out a booming laugh and dances. Her face is pure joy. She struts across the thin line that suspends in the air as if she had been born to dance above us all. The spotlight chases after her figure on the wire, her shadow pirouetting around on the ground below her. The crowd has shifted from stunned panic to echoing laughter. After we watch her precise movements, she takes a bow atop the wire and flies down the rope ladder. And before any of us know, the host announces a break. The room balls with her restless energy with her performance. I barely notice anything around me until someone pokes me in the chest. Here. I lower my gaze. I saw you watching. Huh? For all the way there? You see far when you're high up. This is very sus. Why would she like talk to us, right? Like, I don't get it. Like she's currently being very, very sus, okay? Like, could she be the one that hit, could she be the one that hit the main character? That hit the main character, well, this protagonist, okay, the detective on the head? Because, okay, maybe she didn't, but then she was there? Kinda sus. Did you mean to throw the pole just now? What do you think? If I say I think you didn't, then like, if I, of course I think she didn't, but like, you know, the show must go on, so you need to improv. And also, I don't think I should say that, because like, if I say that, then like she'll like, oh, you think I'm you think I'm not that impressive. If I say I think you did, they're like, oh, you don't really have an eye. If I say this either way, it was very impressive. Like, at least like we can like gain her trust a little bit. So remember, like, we need some respect for the for the people in the circus to like actually respect us. So I think like we should go for it. That's not an answer, isn't it? I think if you meant to do it, then you're a good performer, kept everyone on their toes. If you didn't, then you have a strong improvisation skills. Do you always talk like this? What do you think I talk like? You talk like a catfish in a net. What's that supposed to mean? That's exactly what a catfish would ask. You're the detective, right? You're going to find out who killed Hattie. Did Moses already send word to everyone? How did you know it was me? Yeah, he told me someone was gonna come and ask a bunch of questions. Yeah, you look like the detect. Her tongue stumbles over the word, and she quietly huffs to herself. You look like one of those people, but you don't have the silly hat and the thing to smoke. Well, now I regret leaving my silly hat at home. I probably shouldn't I probably shouldn't have feel proud making a 12-year-old laugh, but I do. That's fine, me. You can borrow one from our clown, Chip. He has lots of silly hats. I will take that under advisement. Are you going to ask me who killed Hattie? I'm here to ask questions, yes, but that wasn't the one I had in mind. Why not? Is it because you think I'm not old enough to kill her? Whoa, where did that come from? And for the record, it's because I know that that's not the question that will get me useful answer. Not because... Wait, do you want me to believe you did it? No? So you're gonna ask me questions or not? Well, I do have a few. Okay, let's ask her what she was doing at the time of death. Where were you on the night of the murder happened? Is that when Hattie died? Yes. Would you please answer the question? I was with Ideen in our trailer. The whole time? Yeah, it was raining. There was nothing else to do anyway. What were you doing? We were listening to radio we borrowed from Chip. The New England DK was playing. DK. When did you hear about Hattie? We heard a knocking a little after 7 p.m. I didn't open the door and saw Echo. Echo never comes to our trailer. Echo wanted to talk to Ideen alone, so she asked me to stay inside. Ooh, okay. Like, I think like we need to get everybody's statement. Okay? I don't think she did it, but like we need to make sure like the alibi and stuff, you know? So in case like if somebody screws up, like okay, like we can bring this up. When she came back, she was crying. She told me Hattie was dead. Wait. They say Ideen found it, right? Echo wanted to talk to Ideen alone, so she asked me to stay inside. When she came back, she was crying, and she told me Hattie was dead. Or maybe Echo's the one that found it? Who found it though? I totally forgot. Okay. Okay, let me ask something. They were listening on the radio. I don't think we can get much of this, but I want to ask her about the knife throwing act. Are you familiar with Hattie's knife throwing act? Yeah, she did with my sister. Ideen? She's your sister? Yes. They are partners. They're this big broad and they tied Ideen to it. And then Hattie threw the knife at her and she acted scared. Like, At first, I thought it could be like a switcheroo between like Hattie and Ideen, but based on this, okay, it seems that she was with Ideen, okay, like the time. So it's unless she's in it, okay, there's no way they could have done a switcheroo, okay. Like I thought it was like Ideen that died, but it was Ideen that died, and Hattie like got panicked and like she pretended like she's the one that died, but she wasn't scared. No, she said it was perfectly safe. Wow, she must have trusted Hattie a great deal. What about you? Aren't you scared for her? No, I don't get scared. She says it like it's a dirty word. I bet sometimes you close your eyes when you watch the performance. She closes her hands into a fist. I don't! It's just nice. I threw them even. You've done what? She raises her head high, looking for a challenge. I tried throwing them. It's harder than it looks. I couldn't get the spin right. Okay, one time, the back of the knife hit the board and it almost flies back like whoosh, and I had to duck out of the way fast. Was anyone supervising you? I just went to the tent. No one was looking. Don't tell my sister though, she'll get mad. I feel like at least tell someone to put lock on those things. She smiled impishly. You already do. Okay. I think we should push on Yan's statement and see if there's anything any discrepancy we can find. Oh wait, but before that, I think we should check around. A crowd of people scattered around the tent awaiting the next performance, barely containing their excitement with hushed tones. Some children are unsurprisingly taking this moment as an opportunity to escape. They started running around the back row of seats, performing elaborate acts of their own. Some adults are eyeing them with annoyance, while the other kids look like they're taking inspiration. Here's hoping that the announcer will call another performance into session before the scene turns into chaos. A golden ring and a climbing rope hang from the very top of the tent. A rope ladder beside them. The ropes are not tightly wound. I can almost feel how they will shake beneath someone's weight. I raise my head to trace where it meets the top, but the spotlight is so bright I have to squint my eyes. I wonder if it feels like being close to the sun at the top. Perhaps it's the Icarus-like experience that human can have. Give me a second. Let me sneak in a bite. A crowd of people sit scattered around the tent waiting for the next performance, barely containing. I think it's the same as the other side. On the back row, I can spot a face of a jester, the symbol of the circus. For some reason, I find his face a little unsettling. It's probably the skeleton eyes, or the frozen jovial expression. Is it laughing at me? Maybe I should suggest a different logo. There's nothing though. What a waste of time. Okay, we waste one action. I was hoping that we can get something like the barn door with Rolf. Okay, let's talk back to her. Yan's statement. I already told you everything. If you don't believe me, you can go and ask Ideen. Okay. Who's this though? Compared to the magnanimous big top, this hut stooped quietly off to the corner, sees barely any traffic from the visitors. I can almost feel the whole tent shake when I pull the curtains to enter, making me question its structural integrity. Who the hell is this kid? It's fine, it might not look that way, but it's quite sturdy. Welcome to the fortune teller's tent, stranger. What are you looking for today? A murderer? Detective Jones? Mr. Moses said you'd be around. That's me. Like, so fast they know about this. Though the boy speaks in a serious tone, his squeaky voice, round face, and a tiny stature in already the tiny tent betray his age. He's young, and not even youthful, but inexperienced. Sort of young. The "what are you doing here without your parents?" sort of young. I'm Tito, the fortune teller. Well, Tito? I'm looking for the murderer. Can you help? That said, I'm looking for this culprit behind Hattie's death. Can you help me with that? As a fortune teller or as a member of Circus? Is there a difference? I don't really have any information on what happened with Hattie, if that's what you're looking for. But you can provide help with your mystic stuff? The spirits can provide guidance, but they won't tell you what you aren't capable of knowing yet. You're saying that I can't just reveal the murderer by drawing a few cards or by saying a spell? Disappointing. However, if you're interested in a reading, I can do one for you. Oh, I don't. The first reading is free. Okay, let's do it then. I'm not that I'm being stingy. You don't need to explain. He quickly places a deck of tarot cards on the table to end this awkward conversation. So what are you looking to learn about today? The case, of course. If you're looking for an answer to be handed to you, that won't happen. What the card can offer, however, is guidance. So is it gonna be like, how do I say this? When we come back later, he's gonna like give us more information. Could be. Place your hand on the deck. I reach for the deck. Wait. There's something I need to warn you about first. Huh? This deck of cards, some of them has been sabotaged. What does that mean? Like they are cursed? No, someone messed with them. With paint. Was it Yan? I see I don't have to explain what happened. Okay. Why didn't you get the new set of cards then? I developed a spiritual connection with this one. He clearly doesn't want me to derail the conversation any further, so he clears his throat and lifts his chin. Nonetheless, I assure you, whatever on the card won't interfere with the reading. So please, place your hand on the deck and ask your question to the cards. Keep that question in mind and shuffle the cards. Alright, cards and spirits, how should I solve the case? I shuffle the deck. Split the deck into 3 and place them in sequence from left to right, like this. Draw cards. Good. Now let's say the first card represents you, the situation you're in, and what you're here to do. He gestures me to flip over. Now that I'm face to face with the Justice card, I have to bite my tongue to hold back my laughter. Well, I see what you mean by sabotage. The swordy? The God of Justice is holding a sword, which is now a nice rotisserie. For some delicious looking meat. The golden scale on his hand is balancing a pile of pie, a piece of pie and some coins. What? Oh yeah, the scale. Okay. Justice, equity and truth. That seems to represent what you're seeking, yes? Of course, I wouldn't say no to some rotisserie and fruit pie feeder. He glares. Normally I'd feel sorry, but reprimanding me with his baby face is just as intimidating. It's like getting yelled at by a puppy. Sorry, what does the second card represent? This card represents the obstacle you're facing. La Sacerdotisa, the High Priestess, reverse. Secrets, hidden motive, repressed intuitions. Story of my life. I can imagine. The last card is to provide guidance and advice on how to best overcome this obstacle. I flip it over. In the center of the card is a big piece of pie covered with whipped cream and slices of lemon, and divided into 8 pieces. Yan really likes her lemon pie, huh? This card is, well, it's supposed to be a Wheel of Fortune. Changed, karma, the turning point. So I kinda got a feeling this could mean that, like, like this one is the guidance, right? I think this one will refer to like the big bullseye that they were strapped on. In my life, the murderers, or the circus? Perhaps all three. Wow, that's not ominous at all. I'm merely a messenger of the stars. Tell them thanks, I guess. Wait, before you go, there's one more thing I can do. I believe you will find it helpful, but it will not come without a price. A price, I'm afraid. No, not money. Oh, go on. Consider the circus a mystic space, and time here is a separate entity. The more you do, the more you learn within its space. The flow of time could be changed. Huh? And that means? In short, the experience you gain here can be exchanged for more opportunities for action. EXP. Collect alibi. Find my attacker. Verify photo. Okay. When you have enough experience, you can visit me anytime to initiate the trade. I see. Ooh, we really need this as soon as possible. I'm sure we don't have enough XP for that. Come back when you complete more tasks. Okay. AP plus, man. I'm afraid you don't have enough XP for that. Okay. Can I talk back to you? Can I get your statement? Can I get your statement? No. Ah, come on. Okay, let's check out this room. A red steel lunchbox sits on the shelf behind the table. What's inside the box? Lemon pie. Are you planning to eat that later? Why don't you keep it? Me? I'm not hungry. He shakes his head, looking into his crystal ball and smiles mysteriously. I have a feeling you might need this later. Okay. Feel free to give it to anyone else. He opens the lunchbox, takes out a paper bag holding the lemon pie, and hands it to me. Here. We just met Yan, though. Well, thanks, I appreciate it. A series of tarot cards floating in the air, gently swaying to the subtle shift of air inside the tent. Upon closer inspection, they are tied to the tent ceiling with a fishing line, of course. I spot a small tea table covered in blue tablecloth with a beautiful print. The tablecloth seems old, with fraying edges and faint stains, but it's still neatly pressed and smells freshly washed. On the table rests an oversized crystal ball because, of course, it's a crystal ball for the fortune teller. 2 cups of steaming hot tea await their enjoyers, or perhaps they are merely there for the tea leaves to be read. Did we get to drink the tea after we read the tea leaves? Because otherwise, it seems like a waste of perfectly good tea. Oh, give me a second. What's this? An old grandfather clock stands to the side. I don't think its hands are even moving. An old broken grandfather clock. Looks heavy. Do they transport this on the train too? And carry it off at every stop? Sounds exhausting and pointless. I keep on pressing that thing. What about this? In the corner of the tent, though it's small enough that the whole tent feels more like made of corners, it is a shelf filled with various trinkets. Candles, lit and unlit, a color-tinted mirror, a celestial globe, a framed photo, various kinds of mysterious spices and potions. It's a shelf of mysteries, and perhaps only its owner can tell stories about what each item came from and what they are meant to do. I keep on touching the table though. Oh. It's the only corner in the room that doesn't scream divination at first glance. Instead, it's a quiet corner of pillows and blankets, each with different colors and prints. Is this where he sleeps? It looks cramped, but surprisingly homely. I wouldn't mind taking a nap there, although I clearly wouldn't fit. Damn it. Anything else? I don't think anything else though. Okay. Okay. Since we only have one AP left. Okay, I'm getting a bit nervous. I should save. Okay, because I'm want to go to the train car. The door is closed. I guess no one inside. Come back later. No one inside. The dust on it. It has not been used for a few days. I tried to handle it. It's locked. Curious. The door to train 3 is locked and looks like it hasn't been opened in days. Could this be Addie's room? There might be important clues inside. If only I could open the door and get a look. Okay, let's try and ask. I just got out there. Okay. Who's this guy though? Let's try and ask Yan if she knows about. Should I give it to her? Because it's clearly meant for her, right? You want this? You like lemon pie, right? Her head perks up faster than the cat that smelled tuna. Where? What would you do for a piece of lemon pie right now? Have you been to Hattie's room yet? Yes! So it is her! No? Where is it? The train tree, drawn from our ship and echoes. As if she can see the gears in my head turning, she quickly stops me. Nope, it's locked. Oh. But I can get you in. You have the key? Can get you in. How? Okay, I'll tell you. But only if you don't tell anyone else. Pinky promise. I picked her lock. And I have her backup key now. Maybe I could give it to you. But first, I gotta see the pie. I take out the paper bag. Ooh, gimme! I hold the pie in the air, just out of her reach. What about the end of your deal? You give me the pie first, I'll give you the key. Promise? What's over there? She points to something behind my back. I do not turn around, I keep my arm high. You think I'm gonna fall for? As I prepare to mock her attempt, she lifts her head to take another look and literally flies upward, snatching the package out of my hand. What? She starts ripping the package and stuffing its contents in her face, mumbling to me with a mouthful. Did you think I couldn't jump that high? I'm an acrobat. She finished the slice in a few short seconds and smacks her lips. See, I had a feeling you need this. It already went in. Here. Nice. Wait, I thought you picked her lock. How'd you get that? She always keeps a spare key under her pod plan. Are you going to her room? Maybe not right now, but I plan on it. When you go in, say hi to Zuzu the spider for me. What spider? She shrugs. Okay, take a deep breath. She probably just with me. Although, how did she even know that I have a thing with spiders? I guess I'll just have to see when I go inside. Okay, we did get a little bit of EXP. So the first thing later, when we get back to the detective, we're gonna see him again. And also stands at the front of the stage and starts introducing the next performance. Yan tilts her head to hear the schedule, before suddenly grabbing my hand and dragging me into an opposite direction to exit the tent. Come on, let's go. What? I think I hear the announcer asking if someone has seen Yan. She shouts, no, she left, before dragging me out the door. For such a tiny person, she harbors a surprising amount of force. Is that... Shouldn't you be... Nope, it's fine. They just want me to help with boring stuff. Let's go see the Calio. The Calio? Ah, what? Look! The other protagonist is here. Like, dang! Like, I didn't expect both of us to meet, like, so soon. Here. We reach the Calio as it start playing. The sound of steam organs cuts through the air. I turned to look at the caliph and saw something intriguing. A woman standing in the corner. She's wearing a top hat, black dress with purple ruffles, gloves, and boots. Like, I didn't expect to like get both of them like this early on, you know? She's wearing a mask that covers half of her face, like the ones you would see at the Venetian masquerade. Her eyes met mine, and she gently tips her top hat. But I say, this is cool, right? When I don't respond, she kicks my shin. Oh, you're gonna break my leg. Then you have to carry me around. I can't do that, you're too heavy. Hey, that woman over there, is that the magician your boss hired? Who? I turned to point to the woman, but she is gone. I saw someone with a top hat and a dress. That's the magician's costume, right? Oh, the news Hattie? She's like a spy in the comic book. So cool. Was she here? Where did she go? I want to talk to her. I don't know. I saw her for a second. Did she see me? Does she know who I am and what I'm here to do? I guess those questions will be left unanswered unless I manage to reach her alone somewhere. Ooh. Like I say, we need to be careful. Like, we need to meet the two protagonists, like, not now, but later on. Like I say, around 4 to 8-ish, in like 4 to 7. Like, we need that so that we can be able to, like, you know, hopefully get both of them in sync with each other. Okay. Let's see. Okay, thing. Switcheroo. And my reading act. Okay, what do I need to do for surprise appearance? Okay. Okay. How many? 100. Oh, I think we should go and see. To get an extra additional AP. The tiny tent looks unremarkable, even shabby from the outside. A little sign leaning next to the door said the tent only takes one customer at a time, and it's currently empty, so I guess that means I can walk right in. It's the middle of the day, yet the thick curtains block out every bit of sunlight, leaving only the warm glow of a few flickering lanterns and candles. Blankets, quilts, and fabrics, adorned with different patterns, cover practically every corner of the room, giving it a surprisingly cozy feel. Sat across the table is a young man. No, a boy. And as an unsuspected assault of bright light accompanies my entry, he squints uncomfortably and pulls his wide-brimmed hat down to shield his eyes. The star and moon adornments on his head jingle. Welcome, stranger. What are you looking for today? You know who I am, right? You know what this is about. I gesture at myself. Of course, you are yourself, but not quite. But where this is disguised, there is authenticity. When fiction becomes truth, the truth is as good as fiction. Sure, we fortune tellers don't look at what you wear or who you say you are. We care only about what the star says to us. And I thought I was really good at magic talk. I should take lessons from this kid. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot to ask your name. I'm Tito, the fortune teller. Well, Tito, now that I'm here, what do you do fortune readings of your colleagues at an employee discount maybe? If you're interested, I can offer the first reading for free. Why not? Let's try it. He reaches under the table and pulls a deck of tarot cards, placing them face down in the center of the table. Tell me what you're trying to learn today. What do people usually ask about? Matters of romantic love, career, health, or just their general luck. Whatever is concerning them at the moment. Well, nothing is happening on the love front, and my career is clearly taking a turn. I guess I'll just ask about general luck then. How is my day going to go? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she's gonna get killed by the end of the day. Place your hand on the deck and repeat your question to the cards. Then, keep that question in your mind and shuffle the cards. I do as he asks. He smooths his hand over the deck, laying them out on the table like a dealer in a high-stakes poker game. The gesture, paired with a complete serious expression, is such an unusual sight that I have to hold back my laughter. He glances at me across the table, and somehow I get the feeling that he knows what I'm thinking. Split the deck into 3, place them sequence from left to right like this. Draw cards. He flicks over the first one. The Magician. Well, that makes sense. Not just the Magician in reverse position. A sign of... Wait a minute, sorry to interrupt, but is the card supposed to look like that? The man in the card is wearing a top hat and a dress. Unless this is some sort of special edition special Circus Terrace card, I don't think it's supposed to look like that. That's a long story. Yan did that. He looks a little embarrassed and solemnly clears his throat. I assure you, it doesn't interfere with your reading. Okay then. Sorry for interrupting. You were saying? The Magician reverse. You are in a situation full of illusions and trickery. Well, I should think that's obvious with this whole situation. Hiro didn't even respond to that, though he might be mad at my somewhat flippant attitude. But when I look at him, he appears confused about something. This card represents your past. Perhaps it is trying to say that you have already completed your illusion by stepping into this new identity. To make full sense of it, I need to look at the next card. You know what? You know what would be, like, interesting? If Jackie is Hattie. But that would be just a bit too far-fetched, right? Now it's getting interesting. 7 of Cups. Choices, confusion, and wishful thinking. This card represents your present. You face a multitude of choices, and you may not be sure if they will work in your favor. Thus the confusion. The most you can do is wish for the best. Sounds awfully vague. Perhaps he says that to all his clients. And I suppose the third card will represent my future? Hopefully it's not some generic reassuring generic line that reassuring me that everything will be fine. Ah, shit! The Tower. Like, the Tower is like one of the worst cards that you can draw. The Tower. Disruption, sudden upheaval, and potential disaster. Definitely not generic. Definitely not reassuring. He sounds grimly serious. However, that effect is significantly mitigated by the doodles on the card. Someone drew colorful parachutes to the 2 people jumping out of the flaming tower, making their descent look gleeful rather than dire. Ahem. Right. Potential disaster. That doesn't sound good. Wait. They didn't... There's no doodle on this one? Oh. The clouds. You came seeking answers about your future, your fortune. So from these cards, what do you see? I see... Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think you see the candle lights jump in the corner of my eye. Hiro continued to speak, slowly and clearly, every syllable bubbling like water on the cusp of boiling. I see misfortune in your stars tonight. What do you mean misfortune? Like stubbing my toe against a table of misfortune? Or like there will be blood misfortune? That's up to you to interpret. I thought you were the fortune teller. That's all I can give you. Well, anything I can do to avoid this misfortune? Being able to tell your fortune doesn't mean you'll be able to change them. But what's the point of knowing then? Sometimes I wonder too. So what is it? You tell me ravens are going to visit my bed tonight and that's all? There is one more thing I can do. I believe you'll find it helpful, but it does not come without a price. What? Consider the circus a mystic space. Okay, this is what we heard of just now. What? In short, experience you gain here can be exchanged for more opportunity for action. You have enough experience? Okay, initiate the trade. There, give me. Yes! Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's leave. Okay, nobody in the big top. can't get into number 3. Like, I feel like she also needs to go to number 3 though. It's in the one inside. What? Whose room is this? By the way, like, this game reminds me a lot of Paranormal Site. Okay, like, you know, okay, it's a bit of a spoiler about Paranormal Site is that like you're gonna be playing as different like protagonists. Okay, and the thing is, I can't say it. I can't say that part. That'll be too much of a spoiler. Okay, so the thing is that you're gonna be able to like see different protagonists. Okay, you're gonna be playing them, and like the final, the final, how should I say this? Um, the like for you to reach the true ending, the final ending, okay, is that you know like each what's gonna happen and each of the situation. Okay, so that when that happens, like you already know you are, you know, like how did this person know the information from this person? Okay, so like there's some kind of like mysterious, you know, thing, mysterious power guiding this person. Okay, and even the protagonist, you feel like, hey, how did I know this information, even though that, you know, the other person gave that information. Okay, we got from that, and like it's passed through us. It's not directly, it's just like I say about, you know, the two protagonists, like, it's gonna pass through the information. Like if you like this game, like Paranormal Site is pretty like uh it's really nice, easy to say. Actually, I want to meet her though. Okay, what do I need to do again with her? Inquire about Hattie. We still need to talk to Yan though. I approach the train car. It's the first one in the line of what I presume to be living quarters for performers, parked just outside of the train station. The curtains are open, so I step closer to check if anyone's inside. Just as I lean in, the entire train shakes with a loud clang. Whoa, what was that? An earthquake? The train car shakes again. This time, I'm composed enough to see that, and here it's only coming from the inside of the car. Vaguely, I also hear the squeaking of old springs. Well, I guess that answers the question question of it if anyone's inside. But how many? And what are they doing to cause the shaking? If people are doing, you know what, at 12, they should at least have the decency to draw the curtains, right? So it must not be that. I hope. The train keeps shaking with an irregular rhythm while I move to knock on the door. One moment. A high-pitched voice comes through. I hear a thunk, and then a series of small rapid footsteps coming closer to the door. It pulls open with a bang, and a tiny figure appeared. It's a young girl. She barely reaches my chest, but the way she's huffing and posturing makes her look bigger than she is. Who are you, and what are you doing here? She augurs my outfit and comes to an easy conclusion. You are the fake Hattie, aren't you? Jackie or something? Yep, I'm Jackie. I'm Yan. I'm the acrobat. How did she know though? It's only been 2 hours since then. Well, 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. What are you waiting for? Come in. Unlike its ratty exterior, the inside of the car is colorful and cozy. Glowing warm from sunlit windows. The far wall is painted with red and tasteful, decorated with magazine clippings. 2 beds, one large, one small, are aligned on the right-hand wall, while there's a venti desk and a small round tea table to the left side. And while not completely neat, it's filled with details of the people living here. Shoes scattered on the floor, stuffed animals on the bed, tea kettles on the boiler. Yan flops her bed hard, blankets and stuffed animals shifting from the forest. So, how's it going? I heard something outside before I came in. Oh, I was just practicing. Practicing? My backflips. You wanna see? Here? Yeah, what's wrong with here? You could hit that thing and like burn and like scald yourself, you know. Just seems dangerous. Don't you need a big cushion or something? I'm sitting on a big cushion right now. You mean the bed? Aren't you going to hit your head? Why do you worry so much? You aren't my sister. I'm gonna do it. You can watch it or not. Doesn't matter to me. I got a bad feeling about this. She kicks off her shoes, piles the blanket onto the bed, and kicks the stuffed animals onto my lap. Don't drop them. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3. She bends her knees slightly, barely swings her hands much, and takes off. Whoa. With a loud squeak, the bed lifts her into the air. She even has time to curl into a ball before landing. I hear the clang and feel the shaking again as she lands perfectly on the mattress. That's good. I'm not done. From the same spot, she moves into a front flip and then a side flip, all from the same spot between the blankets and on her bed. The follows a series of dizzying movements accompanied with the loud noise that make me irrationally afraid that she's going to tip the tray over. Why is it so loud? She doesn't even stop her routine to answer me. We're inside a big metal box. Aren't you dizzy? No. Are you done yet? Last one. She hits the spot perfectly once again, posing with her arms up and gesturing to an audience of one. I feel the inexplicably need to applaud. Wow, that was amazing. I'm not sure your neighbors enjoy it though. It's okay, no one's there now. Echo and Chip are both working. So this is training. You do this every day? Pretty much. I'm amazed you haven't broken the bed or the train. How do you know I haven't? Have you? I'm not telling. Why are you here? Oh, you know, I was just going around, getting to know everyone. If you have time, I'd love to chat. Okay, first thing first. Let's check. Let's check this place first, so that we can ask questions. A wooden vanity desk with red paint. Various makeup that I don't recognize are carefully arranged next to the mirror. Oh. A pile of shoes. Some are worn in, but still well maintained. They are separated into two piles. The bunch on the left are size 7 shoes, most likely worn by an adult woman. They are heels, Oxfords, dress boots, rain boots, the whole catalog. The shoe on the right are closer to size 5, probably for a young kid. There are only a few pairs of ballet flats and a set of rain boots. A messily made bed with personal items and mismatched socks scattered around it. Two stuffed animals are huddled together in the corner of the bed. They look well loved. Oh, books. A small collection of books behind the bed. From fashion magazine to Frankenstein, from children books to a history of suffragette movement, from Jane Austen, a study in Scarlet. It's a diverse collection. Jan notices me looking and shrugs. Those are Irene's. Oh, even the storybooks? You mean the one with the pictures? She got them for me, so I guess they're mine now. You can read them if you want. The adults ones, I mean. Are you sure she'll be okay with that? Yeah, she loves it if people can talk about literature with her. Just don't break them. There's a book at the back of the pile that looks like it hasn't received some TLC in a while. I pick it up and blow the dust off the top of the pages, a collection of poetry by Emily Dickinson. Yeah, I feel like I just have a problem with that name. Even though like the name's supposed to be like Dickinson, but still. That's a messed up family. I flipped through it to see if anything catches my eye. Perhaps a little poem there for hope. But before I can read anything from it, a little note slips out of the book. I'm sorry. I still owe you $50 for the last ticket. And I owe you half of this from this amazing we made together. And I owe you another kiss, a lifetime of kisses. I love you. A part of me will always do, but we both know I'm a coward, and this is for the best. Wait. The shot of one word in the middle that's a little smeared with ink, I can't quite tell what it was. And I owe you another kiss. No, a lifetime of kisses. I love you, a part of me will always. But we both know I'm a coward, and this is for the best. God damn. I got a bad feeling about this. This sounds like they're putting down their thoughts into it and like might commit, you know. It's signed simply with an R. Simply sign R. Was this really addressed to Aideen? Who wrote it? Maybe I should find it out. What's that? Clippings of fashion magazines, catalogs, and posters carefully taped to the wall. Just make sure. A tiny little table with a chair and stool. Some decoration are placed on the table. A plant, some bottles, and a lamp. The lampshade is decorated with seashells. Anything else? Like, I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss out anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else though. Okay, good. Now I can ask about the thing. Lover's note. Have you seen this note before? What note? I found it in Aideen's book. It looks like someone left it for her. She eyes the piece of paper skeptically. Which book? I think it was the Dickinson. Yeah, the boring book. I don't know. Don't like poetry? I don't understand it. I can read all the words, but I still don't know what it's saying. Don't worry, that happens to everyone. But that's Aideen's book, right? She likes poetry? I don't know. She hasn't opened that one for a while. At least 3 or 4 months. Maybe she simply finished it. Do you know who it is from? I haven't read it yet, and people don't leave their names at the bottom of the letters. Well, this one just says R. She moves to the side and tiptoes over, trying to discreetly see what's in the letters. But I'm better than that. I switched my angle subtly. Rolf? Rolf? Why won't you oh yeah, it is like, why did I think about that? Why won't you let me see it? You found it in my room. Actually, you're not supposed to take our stuff. Give it back. Oh, I'm sorry about that, but somehow I have a feeling she wouldn't want you to see this. That only makes me want to see it more. Pity, because I'm not going to let you. Fine, I'll go ask her myself. Oh, that's a dead end. And I should probably come clean to Aideen before Yan gets to her. I slipped the letter back into my pocket. Why don't we ask the thing? Like, it's weird though, right? Because Rolf said like he have a thing for Hattie. Rolf said he had a thing for Hattie. Oh wait, it could be something like this. Okay. I love you. Wait. Remember Rolf have a thing for Hattie, right? Maybe like Aideen's supposed to be like the middleman for this, and like she's supposed to give the book to Hattie, but then she likes Rolf, so like the love triangle, so she didn't give. So like, it could be the love triangle and. But we don't know until we talk to ID yet. Okay, that's also about the thing. Do you think Rolf likes Hattie? Rolf likes everyone. No, I mean romantically. Ew, no, that's yucky. And he didn't like Hattie. He barely even talked to her. Maybe he was scared because he likes her. I don't know, but I don't want to hear about that stuff. Okay. Okay, let's ask about the mind reading act. Did I tell you about my act yet? What is it? Mind reading. Really? You want me to try it on you? Yeah, do it. Okay, think of it. Think of a color. Any color. Okay? Are you sure? Lock it in. If you change your mind halfway through, it won't work. I'm sure. Alright, give me your hands. Good. Now recite this poem with me. Roses are red, your dress is blue. Roses are red, my dress is blue. Moonlight is silver, but your color is none of the above. But my color is it gold? No. Nah, it was. You can't change your answer. How did you know? He reacted to her dress, but not to blue. And you seem like the type to pick metallic color just to make it difficult. That's not my reading, that's just guessing. I got it right, didn't I? Is that really what you're going to perform tonight, in front of the crowd? That's what I'm planning. What happened if you guess wrong? I'll just pretend it's part of the plan. There's not much we can ask though. I think there's contradiction. Wait. Inquire about Hattie. Okay, so inquire about Hattie. So let's go with the switcheroo. What do you think about my plan to act as Hattie? Yeah, I think it sounds like a lot of fun. I can't believe I didn't come out with it. I'm not as tall, and I can't do the magic tricks, so I screw up the performance. But you're kidding. But are you kidding? Pretending to be someone else, especially a dead person? It's so exciting, it's like being a spy or something. But someone is gonna figure out your identity in the end, and you have to get into a gun battle with them. Are you ready for that? What? That's what happened in all the spy movies. And somehow I don't think that's going to happen in the circus. I'm not trying to get the national intelligence, just trying to keep the show going. Whatever, you'll regret when you lose a gunfight, and then I'll be there to tell you, I told you so, but you'll be dead. You know what? You know what? Like, this is a stupid move, but let's see. Yeah. I think that's enough though. Huh? Oh, inquire about Hattie. Like, it's not this one, it's actually this one. So I'm new here. I knew that. I was wondering if you could talk to me about the other people in the circus. Why don't you talk to them yourself? I will, but I'm interested in your opinions. I don't know what to talk about. Anything. Like what they like, how they act, what they hate. She tilts her head and thinks for a moment. I don't know what they like, but I can tell you what they are afraid of. That sounds interesting. Now, what is Hattie afraid of? She pauses for a second, and then, as if remembering something funny, she giggles. She's afraid of spiders. Then why did she talk about spiders just now? Did you show her spiders? No. I put them in her bed. You! I'll never let you know where I sleep. Are you afraid of spiders too? No! I just think they have too many legs, and too many eyes, and hair. What sort of insect has hair? Anyway, back to the topic. So, did you play pranks on her often? I prank lots of people. Like Tito. Why? Because it's funny. That's not very nice, is it? I'm sure she doesn't enjoy it. How do you know? She's dead. Well, kid, that's fudged up. I know what that word is. I live in a circus. Huh. Okay, for her, I think it's like best to ask another one. So like we already like left one. We can ask about Rolf though. What is Rolf afraid of? He's scared of water. What? He grew up in a circus. He can't swim. How'd you find out? I don't see you guys going to any beach parties in your free time. There was one time we were set up near a lake. We were on a break, the weather was nice, and so Ideen and Hattie wanted to go swimming, and I wanted to play by the water. But Ideen was worried that I would go swimming and drown, so she wanted to find someone to watch me. Chip said he wasn't going to babysit when he had a chance to swim, so Ideen asked Rolf if he would tag along and watch me by the water. And he said no, because he was scared of the lake? No, he said yes in front of Ideen, but then he wouldn't anywhere near the water. He just froze on the shore like a rock. A giant heavy rock. I tried pushing him closer, but he wouldn't budge. That's fine, whatever, but he wouldn't let me go running either because he had a duty to ensure my safety. Who are you? Oh, I got what I wanted because I had an idea. I had him tied a rope around his waist and my waist, so I could go and play in the water. And if I started drowning, he could pull me back up. And he agreed to it? Yeah, he stood on the shore for hours until Ideen and Hattie came back from the swim and asked him what was up with the rope. Poor Rolf. And he had to carry the wet rope back to the circus and dry it out before we needed it for the show. And why do you need a rope for the show? It was from the rope ladder. I used to get... Isn't that... Oh my god, this could be your death, you know. It was from the rope ladder I used to get to the top of the tent for the aerial performance and stuff. She could die, you know, based on that. Like, it needs to be secure. And... Oof. It needs to be secure, right? That rope. So if it's like wet, like it's gonna be like contracting and expanding when it dry and, you know, getting wet and dry. So like in a sense it's gonna make the rope very like unstable. She might get a freak accident based on that. Okay, okay, we got 100 right now. So let's go back to Tito. Give me... Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's visit the train. I'm in. I should take a look around and see if I can find any clues. Task complete. Okay, first thing first. Nothing. What's this? A few maps of the United States are taped on the wall, with colorful stickers and markings that are added by the owner. It seems like a way to mark all the cities she has visited or performed at. A printed photo of an older woman dressed in an elegant robe with a silk shawl looped around her arms, stretching them out to the audience. Is that another magician? You know? Okay. Remember like I told you like Paranormal Side, right? Where you'll be playing as different protagonists, okay? And like you can you can indirectly move and like the other person don't know, but you as the viewer, as the audience can see it as the player. So like right now I'm thinking, you remember, right? She said when Yan gave the key to the detective, said that, oh, like Hattie like always put the key into the potted plant. So like I hope that later like when he wants to leave, it'd be bad if I take this key. Okay, I'll just put in the potted plant. And then later we move on to Jackie, and like Jackie, I wonder if there's a key around here. And then like she checked the potted plant. There it is. And you know, like we as a player know that it's there, but like Jackie don't know, but we kind of like become like the guiding force that that choose that for her. The table is cluttered but organized. Books, notebooks, and various magic props are placed across the table. I quickly skimmed the books for anything that's related to knife throwing. Nothing. Among the vast collection of magic books and manuscripts, nothing even mentions the knife. Disappointed, I take a second look at what's on the table. That's when I notice there's a small shelf with a drawer to the left side. It's not locked. I slide the drawer open. Lying inside the drawer are some personal letters and a pair of glasses? The lenses are thick and curved. I feel dizzy when I'm peering through them. They are not cosmetic glasses. They are for nearsightedness. Did these belong to Hattie? But no one mentioned anything about her vision. Interesting. Okay, so I do actually have trouble seeing near sight. I know I found a pair of them. As far as I know, Hattie didn't need them. Is anyone in the circus nearsighted? Who could they belong to? Why were they in the Hattie's drawer? Huh. Okay. A mountain of luggage is stacked at the back, tied down with ropes, probably to prevent it from falling over when the train starts. Is this Hattie stuff? Maybe they are using the extra room in her train as storage. She's the only one who gets the whole train to herself, after all. That's very sus. And what's this? Aquamarine glass shards are scattered on the ground. It seems like something was broken here. And it's not hard to figure out what. On the nearby shelf, several more glass trophies are neatly arranged, looking pristine and well polished. Upon closer look, they seem to be magician awards addressed to Hattie. She clearly took great pride in them and cared for them accordingly. It's hard to imagine someone as clean and organized as this owner of this room would leave a glass shard lying around. Like I say, I think this is like out of spite, out of jealousy. Which raises a more interesting question. Who broke it? When did it happen? Does that mean someone else came in here after her death? I think we need to ask Yan again. Oh. A few glass trophies are proudly displayed on the tall cabinet. They look pristine and carefully placed. Not a single scratch or chipped edge to be found. Like, I'm surprised this is a train, and like she didn't secure this properly. Like, if you think about it, a train, I'm not saying like it's gonna like rock like to the end of the world. It's probably like have some spring and like cushions like avoid that from happening. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like they place it like this, it's gonna drop. Okay, let's double check. We found two important things. Okay, one is this, and the other one is the glasses. Oh, a flame clipping of Happy's appearances in newspapers. Admiring it, I have the morbid thought that if she weren't dead now, she certainly have a lot more press stories on her disappearance to add to her collection. Oh shit. Let's double check. We don't want to waste any additional like time searching this, okay? Okay. I think that's all. One last final check. Okay, let's leave. Okay. I think we should talk to Yang a little bit first, okay? I knock on the door. Oh, it's you. What are you waiting for? Come in. It's not spacious, it's essentially a long, narrow corridor, but thanks to the row of train windows, it feels bright and open inside. All the furniture and items are thoughtfully arranged, which with little trinkets and details that indicate this home is not simply housing. This is a home, not simply housing. So you have questions for me? Oh, shit. Shit. There's so many things I need to do now. Actually, like, 1, 2, and like, check around. I think we should check around. Scattered, but we'll ask about the trophy first. You went to Hattie's room for the key, right? Yeah. Do you know about the trophy she keeps in the room? Of course. You want to know about the broken one, don't you? Right, you must have seen it. Wait, you didn't break it, right? No, it wasn't me, I swear. I don't know if I can trust your vows. I wouldn't lie about that. I wouldn't get into trouble for breaking it anyway. It's not like Hattie can complain. She's dead. God damn it. Okay, I ignore the horror of the statement in favor of the logic. You know, when I went to her room yesterday, the trophy was still fine. Huh? Huh? What? When did you go in? Why did you go in? How did you go in? I pick a lock. It was yesterday morning, you know. I just thought, I'm not supposed to steal anything, but it doesn't count as stealing if the owner's dead, right? But yeah, the trophies were fine when I saw them. That's crazy. Who else could have been in her room doing what? She shrugged nonchalantly. Are you absolutely sure about this? I wouldn't have missed a bunch of glass shards on the ground. This creates more questions than answers, but still, it's more useful. It's useful information to have. Who knew it would have come from an underage thief looking to steal from the dead? By the way, did you take anything from Hattie's room? I'm not going to get into trouble, just in case you took away some important clues. I'm not even gonna take them from you, if you let me just take a look. No, I didn't take anything. Really? Nothing helpful, just some cash. Alright. Okay, let's ask the nearsighted class. When you snuck into Hattie's room, did you ever go through the drawers? She examines me for a second. You want to ask about the glasses in Hattie's drawer? I've seen them before, in her drawer. But Hattie doesn't wear glasses, right? Has anyone seen her in the glasses? No, but maybe she only wears them in her room, like pajamas? But on your face. Face pajamas. I don't think that's how it works. Those glasses have prescription. Oh, what does that mean? A persh. For example, you have great vision, right? You can clearly see clearly from far away. Yeah? So if you put these glasses on, you feel uncomfortable and dizzy. They are designed for someone who can't see things from a distance. So how far can they see? That depends on the person. If it's really bad, it could be as close as reading from an arm's length. But you can just move the book closer to your face, right? Yeah, but you can't do that with some things. You think they are Hattie's, right? Have you ever seen signs that Hattie has a problem with her vision? I don't know. She never read a book in front of me. The point is, protect your vision or you end up having to wear these at all times. No, I can't do backflips with those on my face. That's what you're worried about? You know? This is just a thing. But I hope this can be, like, we give her the train number 3 key, and then hopefully that we can, you know, we can pass it to Jackie, and Jackie can get in. So this was Hattie's spare key? How did you even know where she kept this anyway? I saw part of it peeking out from under her pot plan when I was in her room before. So why do you want the key? You want to go into her room? I want to see if there are any clues that could help me solve the case. She didn't die in there. She died in the tent, and the tent is gone. I know, but there could still be things that tell me about her, which then might tell me about why she was killed. Do you always go to dead people's houses? If I can, yes. Sometimes the scene of crime tells me enough. But in this case, the crime scene is gone, like you pointed out. So you can't solve it like the Sherlock guy. Sherlock Holmes? You read those books? No, but Eileen loves them. She tries to get me to read with her, but I think they're too boring. Too many words. I like it when she reads it to me though. I like the one with the big dog the best. The Hound of Baskervilles? She rolls her eyes. You sound just like her. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a fan out. I only read them in passing. She narrows her eyes. What's the name of the one when he dies? The Final Problem. Come on, everyone knows that one. What's the name of the one with the harpoon? The Adventure of Black Peter. Harpoons, Sailor, Black Peter. It's easy to remember. It doesn't count. You like them. Why won't you say that? Is it embarrassing for a real detective to read fake detective stories? No, nothing of that sort. I'm not embarrassed. I find the theories interesting. It's a professional interest. Nothing to be embarrassed about. She stands on her tiptoes to get close to my face to laugh directly into it. Ha ha! Okay. Now, about the room, right? Okay, about the room is that just now I could have screwed up, okay? Because because Jackie, you know, like took the thing. Maybe it should have been given to the detective. Okay? Maybe. Okay? So that's why, like, I kind of screw up with that. Okay? But we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Okay? So I think like we're gonna leave this for now. We're gonna leave this for now. Okay? Because like I need to talk to somebody and gain some EXP, okay? Like the faster we get EXP, the faster we get EXP, the better, because like like we can exchange with the fortune teller and get more AP. So the more we can move, the better. We have finished playing, but the much of the crowd hasn't dissipated. Many of them probably felt the irresistible pull of hungry stomach and went off to one a food stand or another. But another portion of the visitors are walking to a different direction, just beyond the Kelly, away from the vendors. Is there something there? I followed them. Sure enough, I encountered a small circle of people gathered around the ring. They are all laughing at something in the middle of the ring. You know one thing? I thought he was a girl for a moment. I walked closer to see a young man standing in the middle of the ring, talking energetically. He's dressed in a colorful outfit with a wonky silhouette, including a flared harem pants and the tallest hat I ever seen. He's leaning on the rope barrier inside the ring, separating him and the audience, poking half of his upper body out to talk to someone in the crowd. Give me a second, let me drink some water. Okay. The crowd immediately flows over to where he is. Folks are almost shouting to talk over one another. Shh, I hear you all, but... The performer waves his hand to stop everyone and points to a child in front of the row dramatically. I can see you have a question for me, friend. Me? Taken aback by the sudden attention, the boy stares at him dumbly and sniffles. Yeah, what do you want to ask me, kid? You're supposed to be the clown, right? Where did the nose go? Everyone bursts out in laughter while the performer acts confused and wounded. What do you mean, where's my nose? It's not on my face? Oh no, I must have lost it again! He starts patting himself down, turning his pockets inside out, taking his hat and shaking it. Okay? Looking under his armpits and inside his shoes. The crowd laughs and cheers for every move, shouting, "It's not there!" and telling him where to look next. What? My face? What is my face going to do without a nose? It must have been so flat! He starts fake crying and wiping his fake tears before brushing his nose. His eyes suddenly widen. Wait a minute! The crowd laughs and whistles in approval. I found it! It's here! He bends around to point to the boy. You tricked me! No, I was asking about the other nose. What other nose? Do people have two noses? Where's your other nose? Do you have a regular nose and a golden nose? A nose for pollen season? A nose that doesn't work, so you can put it on when someone farts? No, I wonder where's the clown nose. Clown nose? I'm a clown and this is my nose. But it's supposed to be big and red. Really? From nowhere, he pulls out a hand mirror and takes a look. Red. He pursed his lips and turned to the crowd. What do you say? Should clown noses all be big and red? Yeah! Really? I trust you all. Don't lie to me. Is it true? Yeah! Uh-huh. He furrows his brow and bobs his head back and forth before raising his fingers. Oh, I know. If only I could make it big and red. What does that mean? He starts flicking his nose with his fingers, and within 2 flicks, the one from the left and one from the right, his nose has turned red and become swollen. The crowd howls with laughter, and a pack of wolves feasting under the moonlight. He looks back into the mirror and laughs proudly, smoothing the rowdy curls that escape from his head. How is it now? Is it big and red enough? Yeah. If you excuse me, I'm going to need some cold water. Everyone, performance is over. Disperse and get something to eat. He jumps away from the rope barrier and runs back towards the cave. The only thing I can do now is follow. Why are you following me? Do you want an autograph? No. You're the detective that Moses told us about, aren't you? Yeah, I wanted to ask you a few questions, if it's okay. Of course. Oh, do you want something to eat? Hot dog? Stanley got a discount for me. No, that's okay. Alright, ask away then. Sorry, one question before that. I don't think I've gotten your name yet. Oh, my mistake. I'm Chip the Clown. But you already know the second part. Okay, Chip the Clown. I thought it was a girl though at first. He tried to strike a pose, but instead winces and covers his nose. Do you need some ice on that? Nah, it's fine. I can't believe I just did that, but the opportunity was just too good, you know? Big red nose, I couldn't resist. And it sure got a laugh out of them. Okay, I'll say ahead. Are you sure? Yeah. Distract me from the pain, please. Okay. Verify photo. Let's find Echo though. Collect alibi. Okay, we need to ask what they are doing. Time of death. Where were you at the night of the murder? I was in my train car. Was anyone else with you? No. Do you usually stay in the train car alone? No, Echo lives there too. But he wasn't there. Don't know what he was doing. I wanted to get everyone to come over and play cards at night. Maybe have a little drink before we have to perform, you know? Isn't that gonna affect your performance? But I couldn't get anyone. I guess they were all busy. Alice said she wanted to sleep. Ideen said she was going to keep Yan company. Yeah, that's true. Even Rolf said no. Did you invite Hattie? Everyone knows she hates fun. Joking. Well, half joking. She was constantly working. I tried a bunch of times, but never got her to join in. So I kinda just stopped asking. Anyway, no one wanted to do anything, so I got so bored that I spent the time organizing my hat collection. What the fuck? I just put my crown on my little leopard friend, and my little leopard friend when Ideen came and said something happened to Hattie. I thought she was joking, you know? Like, I got this whole theory on my mind, but it all made sense to me. That's why they all said no. Clearly they gathered together without me to have a secret party and plan to pull this whole prank on me. But she was crying. Not the kind of pretty crying with the actress in the pictures, but like real crying. Puffy eyes, runny nose, short of breath. That's when I realized it was real. So yeah, that's what happened that night. Okay, thanks for the XP. There's no contradiction yet. We need to get more. But at the same time... There's two things I want to do here though. Okay, let me double check. You know, I don't think that he's the one that killed, and I don't think he's the one that entered the train though. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm quite nervous though, like, let's see. Like, there's no discrepancy between these two statements. I don't think like there's much I can get from him. Okay, why do we check around this place first? A small stall is running the milk bottle ring toss game. There's some sort of strange patterns on the wooden pole on the side. Looks like someone carved it with a blunt tool. The wood has been splintered into chaos. Isn't this the bite from the horse? Who could have done this? If what? There's no apparent pattern to the marks. Looks like they are parallel lines with small gaps between them. No, these are bite marks, but not human bite marks. Unless said human has incisors on the incisors of a mountain troll. These marks are wide but shallow. The teeth probably belong to a large animal, but not a predator. I'm no animal teeth expert, so that's all I can say with confidence. I think I need to ask Rolf though. Okay. The steam-operated instrument is built into a fancy carriage. This is probably used as a showpiece for people to admire when the circus parades into town. It's the best advertisement for itself. If you peek through the window at an odd angle, you can see the big steam pipe installed inside. There's a small sign you can say can leave performance at 12 PM every day. Why is it PM anyway? So the order of number goes 11 AM, 12 PM, and then 1 PM? That makes no sense, Americans. They have all kinds of flavors: salted, butter, caramel. I haven't had popcorn in a decade. The last time I had, they just started rationing sugar. But with the enticing smell of corn and butter floating in the air, suddenly I'm hit with an old craving. Yeah, I think this is it though. Hi man. Okay. So back to Jackie. Okay. We need to talk to the rest. Why did we talk to Yan? Why don't we talk to this guy? It's quite around here. Visit every question. Okay. It's a achievement. It's quiet around here. I can't tell if anyone's inside. I tried the door handle. It's not locked. Hello? Is anyone inside? There's no reply. I knock again, then open the door. The room inside is nothing like Nothing like what I thought. An explosion of colors that stopped my eyes all at once. Aquamarine, leopard, leopard print yellow, glittery pink. Whoa. Halfway through the room, a light blue curtain is drawn, obscuring the rest of the train compartment. What could be inside? A bedroom? I clear my throat. Is anyone here? Just as I'm about to leave, I hear something from behind the curtain. It's an odd noise like scratching on wood. Is that a cat or something? I approach the curtain, planning just to take a peek and maybe rescue a poor animal if it's trapped. I draw a corner of the curtain open as I hear more wood sliding on the table. A big swish and a rain of powder flies towards me. I close my eyes. Whoa, what the The moment I open my mouth, the powder rushes in. When the dust finally settles and I manage to open my eyes without tears, I finally get a good look at the culprit. Work table, holding a wood carving tool. Apparently when I open the curtain, he blows the sawdust on my face. The man in question has long hair, almost obscures his face from my angle. He's thin and pale to the point of appearing sickly. One of his eyes, obscured by his hair, is looking at me coldly. Hey, why'd you do that? So this is Echo. Wordlessly, he puts down the wood carving tools and pulls the curtain open. Now I can finally see the other half of the train car. It's the complete opposite of the other half, monochrome, neat, almost sterile. It clearly belongs to this man. As I finish studying the room, I turn back to discover that the woodworker now has his back on me. I can still feel the sawdust I breathe in scratching around in my throat. I thought there was no one inside. Why didn't you say anything when I knocked? He won't say anything, but he still has his back to me. He's back to working on whatever is creating that sawdust. Will you turn around at least? Why? Is there a law that says I have to respond to your call like a dog, like in my own room? What? He finally turns around. He's holding something, a puppet, controlled by strings tied to his hand. Must be what he was busy doing with his back to me. I don't even know you. He speaks, he realizes he's not talking to me through his mouth. Only the puppet is moving. So you're a ventriloquist. And you are? I'm Jackie, but I'm Hattie for now. It's a long story, but... Yeah, yes I heard. Sorry, I don't think I've gotten your name yet. Echo. So what are you working on? Can I see? Now, with his non-puppet hand, he sweeps everything to the side of the table and stands in front of it to block my view. But he isn't fast enough. Boxes? Ooh, puzzle boxes. Do you make them from scratch? Where does the design come from? The puppet roll its eyes before acknowledging. Just something to kill time. Are you here for a reason, or are you just looking to snort sawdust? Definitely the former. I wanted to ask you about... Okay, let's ask them about Hattie first. What's your relationship with Hattie like? Do you know her very well? Wait, let me check. She only has 25 experience now. Define well. I don't know. Were you friends? He rolls his eyes. Friends are for children. We were colleagues. So I take it you didn't get along well? Apart from Aideen, Hattie didn't get along with anyone. Apart from Aideen? Wait. Okay. If I'm not wrong, Aideen was with Yan, so she had a clear alibi. And when they are spending time in the car, like somebody came and tell someone came and tell that Hattie's dead. And if I'm not wrong, that person is Echo. If I am not wrong. Okay? So I think we should push. And this thing has been annoying me for quite some time. It's shining. Was there anyone in particular that might have held a grudge against her? He stares at me for a second. The puppet does too, with its unsettling eyes. You're not subtle, you know. Wow, this guy just knows how to turn every nice attempt at conversation into criticism. But just as I tried to escape that awkward silence, something shifted in his demeanor. Hattie wasn't the most sociable person, but the majority of us didn't have any reason to dislike her. Most of us, besides. Besides who? Clown. Chip, why would he have any reason to hate Hattie? Well, jealousy is an ugly thing. Jealous? What would he be jealous of? Do you know that before Hattie came to this little circus, who used to be the ringmaster here, who used to get the top billing on all the posters? Chip? Of course it was Chip. I made it obvious. Why you want an award for something? It's not a school quiz. You know? Like, I feel like okay, what you say might be true, but I don't think like Chip is the only one that is jealous, you know? Like, both of them are jealous, but like I feel like he's also jealous. That's all like he's trying to frame. Like, remember, okay, we definitely need his statement, okay? From the detective side, okay? We need his statement and ask him like, okay, what, we need to ask him like, what is, how should I say this? How should I say it? Is that I kind of like got a feeling like he's very spiteful, and the first person that found, you know, the first person that found like the dead body is actually Echo. What? Well, assumably, okay? So, like, I have a high reason to suspect him now. I take a deep breath. Decking him would be hard to explain to Moses, but if he talks this way all the time, they'll definitely understand where the urge to hit him come from. I decided to ignore him and just continue my questions. So are you saying that Chip was jealous of Hattie who took his spotlight? Not just that. If there's anything that he likes more than fame, it's money. Everyone knows the ringmaster is one of the most best paid jobs here. So not only did he lose the spotlight, he took a big pay cut too. I can see how that might be a little frustrating. This is putting it mildly. The rest of us might be able to live off a regular circus performance salary, but not him. How else can he afford all of his hats that are worth more than a normal person's entire wardrobe? This is certainly very interesting information to have, but why is he telling me this? I feel like it's a mixture of both of them. Like he also has spite against Chip. Okay, so that's why he's trying to frame Chip, even though he do it. Maybe. Let's check the room first. On the wooden board hangs a large collection of colorful hats of various materials and sizes: velvet, silk, felt, feather. I walk over to take a closer look. The leather cowboy hat in the middle has some particular decoration. Those are real wolf fangs. Wolf fangs? Seriously? It's an antique from someone's family collection. A piece of history dating all the way back to the gold rush. He doesn't even turn around to look at me, but I can hear every single quotation mark in his tone. His deadpan delivery and the absurdity of the words make it clear that he's directly quoting his roommate. Is that a story to every single one of these? Try me. How about this blue one right here? Oh, that's a new one. He bought it in New York just 2 weeks ago. It's a dashi, whatever that means. Probably something French. Oof, they might have cost him an arm and a leg. Nothing French is ever cheap, except fries. But that's good. He did mention something about Chip's expensive hats. Is that why he's telling me all about this? But anyway, he's right that these don't look like something you could afford on a circus performance salary. How can Chip even pay for all of this? Maybe someone else in the circus will know more about his finances. You know, I wouldn't be surprised that he kinda like stiffs Rolf about this. Because Rolf is kinda like a cow. Like, he's afraid. What the fuck? Is that a crown? Is that a crown? A statue of a leopard stalked the entrance with her glowing yellow eyes. Even more eye-catching is a crown that slung on his head. What's this? God damn, is it gold? I can't check this? Like, this is super... Seriously. A pull-out sofa decorated with about 5 kinds of different paints. There are remnants of ongoing card game on it, as if someone stopped playing halfway through but plans on picking it back up again later. On top of the sofa are more board game boxes and a new radio. There's a curtain installed right in the middle of the train car. It serves as a clear line that divides the two drastically different parts of the room. The far side is bare, minimalistic and tidy, while the near one is an explosion of color and mess. The layout paints me a pretty clear picture of the owners and how little they probably get along. A single solitary shelf atop of the wall with a small collection of books. I walk closer to check out the titles. Some classic novels, a couple of works by Shakespeare, and even a collection of works by Edgar Allan Poe. Looks like the owner has an eclectic taste. On the high shelf of a wooden trunk with a bed lock on it. Because the rest of the inner area is so vacant, I can't help but wonder what's being protected inside the box. Before I can figure out how to ask, someone notices me looking. What now? I'm just wondering what's in that box. For your respect for other people's privacy, because you clearly don't have it on you. His attitude only makes me more curious, but it seems like I can't get more out of him. I can't snoop right under his nose, but maybe I can come back when he's not here? Aha! Like, even though that, you know, we don't need to come with Hattie though. Remember that the detective have a bobby pin, so I assume he can lockpick. Okay? There's no way he's not locking it, right? It's like there's a lock over there. A woodworking table with a variety of neatly organized tools. Hammers, chisels, sandpaper hang on the side, while the surface of the workbench is completely empty and clean. I wonder where all the sawdust goes. Yeah, that's surprising. Where will the sawdust go? Okay, let's double check. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else left. Okay, exit. Ew. I don't think we should talk about mind reading act. I don't think I should show this. Okay, let's ask about the thing. Do you know anything about anything that's going on between Rolf and Hattie? What sort of thing? Like they are romantically involved? They're not. If they are, would they tell you? No, but they're not. How could you be so certain? Trust me, Hattie isn't interested. Again, how can you be so sure? Do you know something I don't? Was she secretly married? Seeing someone seeing you? No, Rolf's just not the type of person she's interested in. You know she has a type, and you know what type that is. Are you and Hattie that close? If you don't believe it, go ask her yourself. I was confused until I saw him pointing to the ground. Oh right, you can't because she's dead. I don't know where you heard that, but don't just believe everything you hear. Besides, it's none of your business. You know, like, from what they say, like Hattie is like a bit like, no, not like a social person. Okay, so I can see her getting, you know, getting interested in him. Like I think like I need to ask everybody about the thing, okay? And then from there, because like that's not the only thing, you know? Okay, now I'm curious. Like just now I don't think I should show him this, but after his answers from that, kinda like yeah, I feel like I should ask. Shit. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. I think I should ask about the lover's note. It's too private. Okay. I have a bit of an odd question. He rolls his eyes. At least you're upfront about it. Is there anyone in the circus whose name or nickname starts with the letter R? Why did the spirit told you to ask? Something like that. Seems like psychics are always hard of hearing. They can never hear past the first letter. Or perhaps the spirits have bad memories. He turns his nose at me, refusing to find anything I said funny. Instead, he returns to his original topic. Rolf starts with R. With an R. Robinette too. Robinette? Who's that? Why, the amazing Hattie. It's only a stage name a few years ago. She was still Robinette. What? Then why did she change it? She thought Robinette wouldn't appeal to the audience. Well, that's a bit mouthful. Okay, we kind of know that. Dang. Wait. Then this could change, you know? Like... Maybe that's how he knows. Like, he knows that she, you know, Hattie's interested in who was it? In Aideen. Okay. So I think that we got enough for now. Can we go to Train Tree? Oh. Oh, we can go in. We haven't met. As I approach the small tent, I can hear faint voices of people inside. A serious discussion that the two parties are trying hard to prevent from getting heated. I hesitate, not sure if it's a good time to interrupt. Before I make the decision, the people inside spot my shadow. They shut down their conversation abruptly. Who is it? It's me, sorry. If it's not a good time, I can. Too late. Another jovial voice cuts in. No, come in. Don't worry about me. I think that's when Moses finally recognized my voice. Wait. Really, come in, please. I hate to hold up your business. As the stranger speaks, I can already hear him get up and walk towards the door, eager to see who it is. Moses hesitates for a second before speaking. Of course, come in please. He does not sound happy. I suspect the reason Moses asked me to wait has more to do with my situation than finishing his not so pleasant conversation before it's too late to retract now. Whoever the stranger is, he is definitely too important for Moses to override and too nosy for his own good. I need to be ready to cooperate with whatever Moses' place is. I enter the room with slow, deliberate steps. A middle-aged man dressed in an expensive suit approaches the door. I think it was lucky that I came here. Oh god. He's below average height, but moves with an air of importance around him. There's something about his face, perhaps the bulbous red-tipped nose, or the practiced smile that seems that's oddly familiar. He takes me in, then looks back at Moses with exaggerated shock. There she is, with the way you've been talking. I almost thought she was dead or something. Guess I don't need to worry after all, huh? Moses winces. It's discreet, but I notice it. Of course there's no need to worry. Forgive my manners, I forgot you two haven't met before. Hattie, this is Senator Price. He's an investor. Senator, this is amazing, said Hattie. He adds a very subtle emphasis to Hattie. I nod slightly to let him know I understand. Nice of him to slip in a little hint. Senator Price never met the real Hattie. Good to know I don't need to worry about my voice and mannerisms. It's nice to meet you, Senator. Please, just call me Richard. Richard Price. Of course I knew I recognized him from somewhere. Before he entered the political arena, Price made his name as an entertainment tycoon with investment in theaters, radio, movies, you name it. Oh shit. Give me a second. Okay. Of course you have a share in circus industry too. We were just talking about you. Where have you been the past few days? It's kicked up quite a ruckus in the papers, you know that? And what's with the mask? Oh, you're not trying to go all Zorro on us, are you? He starts laughing at his own joke before I got a chance to respond. Oh no, I should probably refrain from asking if he has done anything that deserves to be Zorroed. Well, it's related to why I was really away. You see, I was trying to develop a new trick for the show, but I got into a little accident. I let my voice waver a bit. Hence the mask to cover the scars. I'd rather not talk about it, if that's okay. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, I was being insensitive, wasn't I? A lady's face is an important matter. I certainly learned that lesson in the years I spent waiting for my wife to put hers on. Give me a second. You know, a bit hungry. I'm a bit hungry today. Like I woke up late, and I took a late breakfast, and even I didn't take a full breakfast just now. Just a bit of a bite. So and then now it's lunchtime. So I feel like maybe it's been 2 hours, but after this turn finish, I think I'll end the stream. I'll try to finish this game by end of this week, but we're only at 1 p.m. you know. So I think tomorrow I need to pick it up a bit, at least go for 3 to 4 hours. I can see Moses trying to hold back a laugh. Oh no, I'm actually a brute. I've been told by Cynthia, that's my dear wife, many times before, and please, as I said, just call me Richard. I insist. Of course, Richard. And I was talking to my dear old Moses about your circus more specifically. Moses stands up behind the desk, eyes darting between us. I don't think there's no stopping the senator when he gets going apparently. You are the star performer here, perhaps you can give me your 2 cents. As you know, the industry isn't what it was before, and I understand that, truly I do. But with the crowds you draw in, the circus has barely managed to keep the books in black. I don't know if you have a head for money, but in short, that's not great crime. The circus isn't making any money. I barely managed to conceal my surprise. I can hear Moses' teeth clench. He clearly didn't meant for me to hear this. The vibe in the room turns stilted and awkward, but Richard isn't done with his little speech. I know that your boss wants to take care of everyone, keep them fed through the winters and all that. And that's a good cause. I represent the common man as an elected official, but as a businessman, I'm not sure this can go on for much longer. So this kind of show Mr. Moses is kind of like a good guy. I'm not going to tell you that money keeps the world running, but you both know money keeps the circus running. And I'm glad you're okay, Miss Hattie. Such a relief. As long as you can keep the people buying tickets, I'm sure you'll be invaluable to the circus, accident or not. Your beautiful face is not all they come to see, is it? They are here to see they're here to see magic in action. I'm not sure what to say, so I just nod. But finally, Moses speaks. And I was telling you, you don't need to be worried. He doesn't even look at me. There are notes of the hardness in his voice, a steely resolve. Senator, I trust you're familiar with how the press works. What you call a ruckus in the papers only proves that she's a big deal, don't you agree? Of course, of course. The sharks only care about whatever keeps people reading, and clearly she does. So you know that Hattie's a great performer, and her reputation only keeps growing. She's the only reason we can still draw in such a crowd in this day and age. As long as she's here, his voice cracks. As long as she's here, I promise you we can keep the circus running. Just keep it running and making money. I keep my eyes on the ground anyway, but on Moses' face. Richard laughed, his voice booming through the quiet and small room. He pats Moses in the shoulder. Okay, I got a bad feeling. I kinda got a bad feeling because, you remember about the hats? Could that be the reason why, it's not going good? Well, that's all I wanted to hear, old friend. He turns back to me. Thank you, Miss Hattie. I'm sure we'll be having a very different conversation if you weren't here. Well, that's all I came here for, really. Starts walking to the hangar to fetch his suit jacket. Sorry for keeping you both. I got to get to town now. Business awaits. You know how it is. Okay, we need to... Goodbye, Miss Hattie. It was a pleasure to meet the so-called greatest female magician of the decade. And goodbye, old friend. Say hi, or don't, to that idiot son of mine. What is he talking about? Guess I have to ask Moses that, along with many other things. Ah! He's Chip's dad! And just like that, he's out of the room, leaving me and Moses alone. I can only stare at the door, dumbstruck with just that happened. Finally, Moses cleared his throat. I have to thank you, Miss Jackie, for your cooperation, and sorry you had to hear the whole conversation. It's okay, but is it true that... He pointedly pretended that he hasn't heard my questions. Nah, I believe it's best for us to get back on track. You came in seeking my counsel. What do you need my help for? He clearly didn't want to discuss the elephant in the room, but I can probably press him about it if I want. Expensive hat collection. Have you seen Chip's hat collection? On multiple occasions, he's quite proud. Some of these hats look kind of pricey. You're paying your staff very well? You don't know? You saw... What am I supposed to know? I saw what? It's not my information to share. Damn, what am I supposed to have seen? Yeah, let's answer what finder. About what we said to standard price. He closed his eyes and lets out a quiet. I knew this was coming, but motions for me to continue. You told me that as long as Hattie keep performing, the circus will stay profitable. I know what I said, and it was true before. Was it? He laughs coldly, taking off his glasses and looking down. Was it? That's a good question, isn't it? Business is the most unpredictable thing in the world. No one can say with any certainty how anything will go. You know, I know that, and of course Richard knows it too. He's a businessman. But he still said it, and it looked like he believed it. No, he doesn't. He asked so I needed to be the one to make promises. He knows that I know nothing is certain, but at least this way, in the future, he can hold me to what I said. You knew it was shaky at best, but you still said it. Well, yes, what else can I going to do? He'll be happy with the answer. I'll be happy with not asking more questions. I say that's good enough for now, for the both of us. The thing. I think he made it clear that he doesn't know who we should comment on workers' love life. That's what Chip's jealousy. So I heard something. Is it true that before Hedy came to the circus, Chip used to be the ringmaster? Moses pauses, examining with me piercing eye and searching my expression for something. Yes, but where have you heard that? It might have been suggested it created rivalry between him and the victim. No, that's a bit of a stretch. Did Echo tell you that? The who is not important. I had no idea things between them had gone that bad. Well, I wanted to hear more about this ringmaster business. You must have been involved with this decision, right? How did it go down? It's nothing dramatic. It's like what you must be imagining. When Hedy decided to move over to our circus, I gathered Chip and Hedy together in a room and proposed making the changes. It was not only because Hedy is the more popular performer, but also because the changes are good for the audience, who grow tired of our routine. And how did Chip react? He accepted immediately. Huh? I had no way to know what he actually thought, but he was agreeable and gracious. He even helped Hedy prepare for the role and taught her his tricks for hosting. I didn't think it was a big deal for him when it happened, and I definitely don't believe it would have caused problems over a year later. Okay. Dang. Okay. So I think like I'll end the stream here. Fuck. So curious. Okay. I think I'll end the stream here, okay? Because like I'm a bit hungry. So yeah, I think I'll end it here and I'll pick this up again tomorrow, okay? So I'm hoping to finish this off by this week, okay? Like if I put 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, okay, they say like you need 8 hours to finish. So I've been playing this for like 4 hours at the very least, okay? So like another 4 hours. So by Thursday finish it, or maybe Friday. Like we're gonna find out the one who did this, right? So hopefully I can get the information on my first run. Okay, and I might do like several, like a second run, like to change and see what will happen, like if things didn't do. But usually that will be like if I fail the first one, then I'm gonna try the second time, okay? So that's the plan, okay? So that's all for now. Okay, like hopefully tomorrow, like I wake up early, like everything goes well, and I can stream like 3 to 4 hours. Okay, yeah. So that's all for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.